I hate to say it, but I'm kind of bummed that the enlarge reduce didn't work out.
That
I
would
am
have been
too.
really cool.
It
was a
happened
great
in
idea.
another campaign.
That was such a cool idea, though.
And it was literally like, yeah! Like everybody was like, ow!
Yeah.
Oh no, it's badass.
It is. It would have been great. It's always good to take. I love taking those chances because if they do turn out, they're great.
Tiny cute dragon.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh, and then he would have just been our little pet dragon.
No, he would have died because he spit acid on Dysana.
Right? It's not even fucking.
Last time on Wanderlust.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hot Pants remembers he can cleave.
Gratuitous cleavage.
He ghost shipped those fuckers. Remember the movie Ghost Ship?
Yeah. Remember
Remember the movie Ghost Ship? Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
I have Cleave Ho t-shirt idea.
Yeah.
Dysana picks her date's pocket, gets 10 gold pieces, a brass locket, a dagger, and a disguise kit. Hot Pants chops the cultists in half at the shoulder and spews acid on the remaining ones. Dysana locates object, north, nope, west, down north.
I remember that. Oh my god.
Reformed Church of Groomshites.
Groomshites.
Oh man.
Filled with wargs.
Yep.
Dysana rolls not one stealth. What the fuck? Suddenly we are puppy shopping. Warg puppies. Diego and Deirdre. 25 gold pieces each. Dysana found V's clothing with hammer and note that says see you later, or the letter C, the letter U, L8R. Bugwick equals orc hostel owner. Resh buys good wood from him. Back to Hammies. Dragons working with embargoans. Something breaches the perimeter. Black dragon cliffhanger.
That is roughly correct. You guys were running towards the hole, the front door, and you found.
Yeah, we were running
towards the hole, going for that hole, yo.
That sounds right.
Full sentence.
Mhm.
I'm gonna write that down.
Oh god.
First note of the session.
Oh my god.
Running towards that
Running for that hole.
I was thinking the exact same thing, though, Adam.
And actually, yeah, we were to begin on initiative. Now, you guys can try to talk to this huge black dragon that has appeared at Hammy's door. However, it looks like it's ready to attack, so it might be an uphill climb there. So if you want to talk to him, you're going to have to sort of dodge through any attacks that might be coming. But you could also just attack him. It's your call.
I honestly forget every time that you somehow have a -2 on your initiative.
Yeah. I'm an old man.
dexterity,
I'm
yeah.
slow to react. It's like the fight starts, and then a few seconds later, Hot Pants is like, all right, every time.
All right, it looks like Lady Aula gets to go first.
Mm-hmm. And she got stabby stick. Go, Aula.
She does. And
she know likey dragons.
No, she does not. She's got history. She wields her stepping out in front of the rest of you. She pulls out her dragon lance, which she has had by her side as she ran in. She runs at this creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without so much as hesitating. And she stabs up with her dragon lance.
Yep.
Glistening in the lack of sunlight. She attacks for a 24 to hit.
Oh shit. Does that hit Adam?
CAC.
Does that hit Adam?
That hits. Yes, it hits.
What if
Don't
he
worry.
said no? Then we would all just turn around and run.
For 7 points of piercing plus 3d6 force damage for a grand total of 18 points. against a dragon. The dragon roars in rage and pain as it collides with his shoulder joint, and acid begins to dribble from its jaws. She pulls it out again. She pulls her spear.
Does.
Yeah, she does. She pulls her dragon lance out and stabs it back in and this time the dragon comes down, and the great horns that sweep forward in front of its face, it actually parries the dragon lance away, almost bowling Lady Aula over. And that is it for Lady Aula. Jack.
All right. So I didn't measure the. Okay, cool. So I'm going to assess the situation and try to put a damper on things. So I'm going to cast Web in the orange square.
Okay.
So at the start of the dragon's turn, it has to make a Dex save, DC 17, or be restrained.
Okay. Now, hopefully we can remember that.
Well, I will. And then I will retreat. 1, 2, 3. Technically, I'd be going off the map, but I'm going to go back into this little hallway.
That's okay. I got you. I got your back on that.
And duck around the corner.
You got this.
Yeah, I did a thing. That's usually good enough.
Great Jack behavior, and I love it.
Okay. And is that it?
That's it.
It is the dragon's turn.
Okay, so the dragon has to make a DC 17 dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Dexterity, not a huge one for him.
Hopefully.
5.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
So the dragon has the restraining condition, and they can use their action to make a strength check to escape.
Okay.
But it can still also attack and stuff. It's just restraint.
Oh yeah. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Okay, the acid breath overflows from its jaws as it sends a line directly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
I mean,
Directly
we know about.
Oh yeah.
Weapon.
Directly at Lady Aula, which means that Dysana is also going to be caught up in it. Yeah, so that means I need a dexterity saving throw. Oh, yeah, but you just barely made it.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. This is a dragon, man.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot better than my breath weapon.
All right,
No.
so you take half of 36, which
Damn.
I believe is 18 points of acid damage. Let's see how well Lady Aula does. That's a nat 1
I'm a drogue.
for Lady Aula. Lady Aula took the brunt of that. That's probably a big part of the reason why you didn't take as much. She is coated in this acid, and she and her armor is smoking. So that is it for the dragon this turn. Its breath weapon will have to recharge before it can use it again. It now seems like it is setting about trying to free itself from the web, but it can't actually do that until next turn. Hot Pants.
All right, so Hot Pants pulls out his big black axe, and he sees that Aula just got fucked up, and he's feeling some sort of way right now.
Oh my.
I mean, they have a thing. So he runs up.
It's true.
He's not going to get in front of her, though. He's going to get,
Not
to the
that
side of
shoulders.
her. And well, no. So I have a plan. So, first, I am going to... oh, yeah. You know I'm going to smite, guys. You know I'm going to do it. You know what's
Smiter, no
happening.
smiting.
So, first, I have advantage on all attacks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, both my
Because of
fucking
web.
rolls were 4s, but I got a +9, so it's
17.
17. Weird.
A 17? Oh, the AC is 18.
Oh my
Oh.
fucking
I'm
hole.
sorry.
Jesus Christ. Well, so that fails, but at least what I'm gonna do...
I'll say that what you do is he tries to parry your axe much the same way as Lady Aula did. And he does successfully do so, but you cut directly through the horn on the side of its face. Does no damage. Doesn't look good.
Okay.
And just FYI, you don't have to declare a smite until you actually hit. So you haven't used a smite charge or whatever they have.
Oh, no, I haven't used it. No, not
Okay,
until
yeah.
I actually used it.
I vaguely knew that.
But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Aula.
Okay.
So if the dragon tries to attack her, with either an attack or any kind of harmful spell, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail to save, they have to choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay.
If she makes an attack, it does end the spell.
Oh, does it end the spell?
Yes.
Yep. But she will be protected for one.
But she'll be
Yeah,
protected
that's what I
until she
thought.
attacks. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just
Keeping the romantic tension going.
Anything else?
No.
yeah.
He's there, and he's like, "I got you, babe."
Okay.
Okay. He winks, but it's like weird.
Oh, it's weird.
It's weird. It's not sly or anything. It's
Are you having a stroke? Count to 10 for me, please.
I don't even think I can.
Do you smell toast?
Yeah, always.
I love the idea that he's constantly in a state of stroke. Anyway.
Could
Okay.
have more than one meaning. You were talking about hot pants.
Turns out it's all the same thing.
Steamy pants.
Dysana, you've been acided, and not in the fun way.
Right. So I'm gonna try some. The look on Leon's face when I said that was like beautiful. Oh wait, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to cast Enlarge Reduce. And I'm
Okay.
gonna try to reduce the size of the Dragone,
Above this.
but it's a DC 15 Constitution save, which is it's not looking so good.
We'll see.
But it could be one of those like intense clutch moments where we're all like, yeah.
No, it's a good idea.
Let's find out.
It reminds me of the
dear.
Sword in the Stone. Like the Disney Sword in the Stone, the dragon fight.
Never
Dragon
seen
fight?
26.
it. Okay, well, whatever.
God damn it. That would have.
That's a chunky
That would have
dragon.
been so cool.
That would have been cool, eh?
I mean, nothing's stopping you from trying again.
That's true,
Mhm.
except
Spell slots.
Elsa.
Stupid spell
And maybe
slots.
the plus 10 on the end of that roll might have might be somewhat discouraging. But yeah, no,
Technically,
great
that's
idea
not
though.
information we have access to.
Well, everyone can get a nat 1 too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Anything else for Dysana?
So I moved right here.
All right, that's actually, if you'll recall from your first time in this room in the very first
Closet.
session, that is a closet.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That is a closet. So you just bust through the closet door.
Yeah.
Just in the closet.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. All right, 7.
Ooh.
Sorry, you get hit in the face with the broom on your way in, but other than that, you're fine. It was
Nobody
leaning
saw
against
it.
the door.
Nobody saw it, so it's fine. And that's it.
Okay. Resh.
First of all, I will cast Bless. Myself, Aula, and Hot Pants.
Yeah.
So the only people I can see that are also within 30 feet of. That's an action. Cast anything's an action because I already cast a spell. These are like columns, right?
Yes. Fancy set of columns with paintings in between them.
Oh, paintings in between them. Yeah, so.
Art Deco.
Oh yeah, Hot Pants hates Art Deco. Forgot about that.
That's definitely one of the more interesting character traits that's come out of this.
He's gonna blast them all with acid as he does. He's like, oh look, oh no, the dragon. Oh.
No. It's destroying all of this fucking Art Deco. It's so amazing.
Like, can you actually stand in this space, like
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pillars are about 2 feet thick, and as you can see, they're sort of positioned between 4 different squares. So, at most, they're taking 1 square foot out of the 25 square feet of the
So
square.
you're just kind of standing next to the pole.
But you
Yeah.
can get partial cover from being around them, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Do the peeky
But
peeky.
I don't know what each or its reached.
You do not.
So I'm already dangerously close.
You definitely
Um,
are.
But I was more concerned about not having us all lined up. So I will probably use my feline agility to keep running and kind of get up and like one side that we're not all grouped in one.
He climbs the pole like a cat.
Well, you guys got this. I'm going up here. Bye.
But not like in the dignified way, but like in the big hugs kind of way.
Yeah,
like,
the hugs one where they hug and then they just go up. Yeah.
yeah.
That's adorable.
I don't remember if I was carrying. Did the mage hammer get handed off like when we got up this morning, or is Dysana
Yes.
still carrying it?
No, I handed it to.
Okay, and it has the same regular. Is it the same as far as? Is it comparable to like the stats of the Warhammer, Adam? Just
It
to clarify
is
if I actually have it or not.
reach 5 feet, 1d6 bludgeoning damage. I'm
Yeah,
not
with
certain
no-
if that squares with the Warhammer actually.
No, slightly lower, but that's okay.
But it does extra damage to creatures and individuals that are capable
Right.
of casting spells.
Right. But it has no bonuses to hit or anything, right? It's
No,
just
no.
regular. Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Plus
just
1
wanted
is
to
a
be sure.
magical quality. It is a profoundly anti-magical.
Well, for being very anti-magic people, they consistently use a lot of things that look.
Sure.
Yeah.
This does at least. This does at least. It's not really important at the moment, but actually that's actually relatively unusual that he would
Yeah.
do that among embargoans, among
Ants would definitely know that.
adjurers anyway.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's clearly a fringe lunatic, like, yeah. Anyway, yes, so you have that sort of out.
Yeah, so I've got it and my shield out and whatnot. And the three of us are blessed, so I'm concentrating.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it for me. Thanks.
All right. Lady Aula doesn't want to disengage. Like her eyes flick towards the pillars, much like she's considering going there, but instead she squares up and she's going to make another 2 attacks with the Dragonlance.
And a D4 from Bless.
And a D4 from Bless.
Poor Hot Pants. He did Sanctuary just to get on her good side.
Do you see this?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Not sure. I think the other two are placed in the other room, but
Oh my goodness.
That's a 19 to hit. I'll see if she manages to make it with another one as well. She deals 41 points of damage.
Holy
She
shit.
mad. Oh
Come
my
on,
God.
Aula.
Hot Pants is turned the fuck on. Let me tell you.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
Uh,
Okay, but that's all she can do.
that's
And
it?
it's
That's
What?
it.
41 points of damage. That's it. It's Jack's turn.
Okay, can I get there? All right.
The web still
Oh.
seems to be
Oh
holding.
yeah, you're way back there hiding. I forgot.
Right, so I will slink out of the corner. I will see Aula is not looking particularly well, and then I will use my anti-rat shield, spending 5 sorcery points, give her a ward of 5d8 to block any and all future damage.
5d8. Excellent.
we are so helpful. I love that.
The thing is, I could heal her, but then
Don't worry
I
about it.
think you should focus on killing.
I know
Mighty-
that's the thing is that I
it's
can
Mighty
do
Smites.
damage. Yeah.
Oh, I can run away. That's great. All right, and then
And that's closets right next to you.
no, I'm gonna do it in a slightly cooler way. I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport 30 feet back into the hole. Actually not all the way back, to right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
This goes. Pew.
safe, but I can still see things.
Okay.
I love that me and Resh are like just all up in this business, and
I
these
mean,
other
that's
two.
part of our job, though. We have the most armor.
And
Yeah,
Hot
my-
Pants-
My job right now is to concentrate and not die.
I feel like if Hot Pants was butt naked, he'd still be up in this dragon.
I say that. I take that back. I have the most armor.
Hmm.
Hot Pants actually has less armor. How does
Yeah, Hot Pants doesn't have a lot of armor. right? Yeah, I just have chainmail, but I have shark teeth denture.
that? Chomp, chomp.
Chomp. I can intimidate this dragon. This dragon's gonna
I
think I'm
think
a fucking shark.
This may be one of the few cases where they have better teeth than you do.
Not in Hot Pants' opinion, probably.
Down a horn though. That horn that you chopped off of him hit the floor and went clattering.
Oh, I'm taking that. Is that like ivory? Can I make something out of it?
It's dragon horn. It's
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's legit a thing. Yeah. Okay. So after this onslaught, the dragon tries to struggle to its feet and yells, "Puny insects!"
Rude.
And he's gonna make a strength save to try and get out of this obnoxious web. 21.
Oh yeah, that breaks out.
All right, it destroys the web on its way up. It is going to. There's not nearly enough room in this hallway for it to stretch its wings, and not much height. Like, it's a tall hallway, but not for the powered flight of a dragon. So what it is going to do is it's going to leap over you, and it's going to land on the other side of you right there. You guys can take opportunity attacks if you please.
Yeah.
Don't forget your D4 from blast.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He's not
we'll
webbed
make it-
anymore, so we don't get advantage.
But we might get lucky with Lady Owl too.
I got a 25 to hit.
26.
25 absolutely hits.
No, 22 to hit for me.
All right, so 22 to hit absolutely hits.
Damn it. Well, I got 19 slashing damage in.
19 is not bad.
You did the D6, right, for the Warhammer?
So that was 3d6.
Or not Warhammer, but well, no, the regular base damage of the Mage Hammer is a D6. Assuming this dragon qualifies for that
Plus
condition.
3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming this dragon meets those conditions.
For spellcasting, it definitely seems to go off.
Well, nothing like having all that and rolling like 2 1s in it, but you know, one bludgeoning and 16 necrotic damage for 17 total.
All right, 17 and what was Mamie's total?
19.
Damn.
Yeah, we did some damage
That's
on that
36
one.
points of damage right there.
We big mad. These guys been fucking with us, and we big mad.
Does Lady Owl get an attack too?
He did jump
She
over.
does, but she actually does not take it.
Interesting.
She seems to be deliberately standing her ground on something there.
Okay.
Starting to look a little ragged, actually, right off the bat. Okay. That makes it Hot Pants' turn.
Yeah. Hot Pants turns around. He runs by Aula, giving her another little fucking weird wink. And runs up here. Alright, I got 26 to hit.
Holy shit, yep.
Mm-hmm. So first, so first I do 8 damage, but I'm smiting. You know I am.
I know it.
We all know it. So that's another 7 and 6. I don't know. Those things add up together to be something.
All right, so 8,
math.
7, and 6.
21.
That's 16. No, that's not 16. That's 14. No, that's 20. No, that's 24.
What?
What am I fucking saying? Hold on.
See? None of us
Hold
can do
on.
math.
21. That's 21.
I said
21.
21.
He said 21.
No, I said it first. I'm the
It's 13 with me. Please.
No, you're right. All right.
I
Its
can
back is
sometimes
turned to
math.
you at this point, so you actually split into the base of its tail as it's trying to turn around.
Not the cloaca.
Not cloaca. Alright. So I also can use another spell slot for a bonus action and do Dragon's Breath on him. Now he is acid, so I'm not gonna do acid. I get to pick one. I'm gonna do I'm gonna make this dragon shiver. I'm doing cold damage.
Make him shiver.
All right, so make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh.
You have acid resistance, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Let me just double check the dex.
Yeah, you failed that, so you take another 13 cold damage.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, he's shivering. Ooh.
You stab him and then you blow a cold wind up his cloaca.
Yeah, I do. Right up his shorts.
Right up the hemipene.
Uh-huh. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Look it up.
I refuse.
I don't need that in my search history.
No.
Ooh.
Jeez, if you only knew what my search history looks like.
The government does.
Yeah, the government is afraid.
There's a file on you somewhere.
Anything else for Hot Pants?
Oh, that was all his good stuff.
Okay, then it is Dysana. This beast has suddenly appeared outside of your closet hidey hole and is slowly turning towards you.
Well, and I'm gonna be like, hey, Rash.
You teleport to Do you have to be able to have line on sight on the thing that you are teleporting to?
Well, she could have walked out right out to here, right?
Yep, you step out, the dragon stares at you, you stare at the dragon, and then you disappear to the corner.
And then I'm like, bye,
All right.
loser. Actually, in that case, I'll go here. I will. Wait, okay. That is a bonus action. So then I guess I'll just
Pew pew.
Oh, hi.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Natural 20.
Hi.
Nat 20.
How are ya?
That's a crit. It also goes in the cloaca.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Just
I love all
cruel-
those
So
dice.
17 plus 13.
30.
30.
Yeah.
30 points of damage.
We're
The bits that were frozen by hot pants come off in a nasty chunk, and there's
Guys,
just
are we
frozen
taking
dragon
out
meat.
our anger on Viz? Our anger for Viz out on this dragon? I think that's what's happening.
I mean,
I think we're really
This is-
mad after the Viz thing.
Wait. This thing might also just randomly teleport away. So
I know, and that's the thing I'm worried about. Yeah.
what's
I
we gonna
don't-
smite? Every chance you get.
That's what I'm just doing. This is not letting this thing go.
Well, just FYI, you could have
After what
smote
happened
on
with
the
Viz.
attack of opportunity, right? Yeah,
Did I?
baseline smite.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you
Fine, fine.
attack. Oh well, it might say double check the wording because
It might be any time I attack. I think you might be right.
When
if
you
it says
hit.
when you attack.
When you
on
hit with
your
a melee
turn,
weapon attack, it's just when you hit with a melee weapon
That
attack.
then that is expressly allowing that. Yes, because if it wasn't, it would say.
I just
on
have
your
to use a
turn.
spell slot, but I can do it whenever I attack.
You
Okay.
guys are dunking on this fucking dragon, man.
We're fucking so killing it.
Fucking dragons.
It's not getting away. Oh, Hot Pants is all about fucking dragons.
Hmm.
Okay.
Resh's turn.
uh,
Ah,
I mean, okay, so Ala looks fairly, what's the word?
disheveled.
Fucked up.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, at the same time, is that really what I mean? But whatever, like,
She got
the acid did a pretty good number on her.
She also
Yeah.
had her custom patented anti-rat shield.
She also got an
Nice.
anti-rat shield, so that's not nothing. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, well, then I will approacheth the dragon, and
Okay.
with the, well, there's another d4 on that, but 24 I imagine is enough to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to adjust that, so d10
Ooh.
for 22 damage.
Damoosh.
Hell yeah. Getting
Of course,
close.
20 of that is necrotic for reference, if that's
Yep.
at all important.
The necrotic damage rocks through the dragon, and you can see its muscles and tendons beneath the surface of its flesh straining and twisting. Not looking good. Anything else?
I think that's it for them.
Okay. All right. You guys hear a clattering sound
Ah.
as, framed in the doorway, there stands Hamadryas in his human form, with a bow and arrow drawn, his hand shaking all over the place. He missed by a lot, and the arrow went skittering off this direction. But he tried.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon's eyes snap over to where he is, and he suddenly seems to lose interest in you guys. Hamadryas goes, "Whew!" and he hides behind the doorway.
Yeah.
Man of my taste.
Yeah.
Figured as much. It is the lady's turn. It is Lady Aula's turn. She is going to do something interesting and novel.
Terrible.
No, I was wrong. She's not. I was wrong.
Oh.
No, her cool stuff doesn't go that way. She's going to run up this way, along to the side, waving her arms and shouting and trying to stick this dragon in the side. That's a miss. That's a hit.
With the d4 added for each of those, unless you already did that.
Oh, I did not, actually. Hold on. That actually is a hit.
Nice.
That's 34 points of damage on this dragon. It staggers and seems to lose its grip on the floor for a moment, but it is undeterred. Jack, the dragon seems to be realigning itself so it will head towards you.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't like that at all. I am very upset with Hamadryas for making me interesting. So I am Oh, wait. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to use Twin Spell on command, targeting both Hamadryas and the dragon. But they're both dragons, I suppose, but the unnamed dragon, with the command to flee. So if they fail with their wisdom save, they both have to run away from me as far as they can.
On their turn, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very Jack move.
Well, it also triggers opportunity attacks for us, which can be a
great.
lot of freaking damage.
Yeah, and it also hopefully gets Hammy to go walk away.
Yeah.
To get out of the fight.
Listen, I also want to be fleeing, but
That's true.
Oh shit!
okay,
They
so they
both failed.
yeah, they both fail. So on their turn, they have to use their action to like dash and run as far away from me as they possibly can.
Amazing.
And then I will
Outstanding.
take a 5-foot step back, desperately wanting to flee down the hallway myself, but I realizing I can't. So then I will end my turn.
Okay. It is the dragon's turn. The dragon takes a step towards where you guys are at, and then shudders, and some sort of like otherworldly fear seems to take over its mind and soul, and it's going to turn around and leap over the head of Hot Pants. And once it leaves Hot Pants' threatened range, you get an attack of opportunity. Lady Owla gets an attack of opportunity, and Resh gets an attack of opportunity.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to let's do this. 25 to hit.
Yeah,
Hell
24
yeah.
to hit.
Oh.
First one, and that's the
Ooh.
number. Okay. so
24
I got-
also hits, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, yeah. The magic number is 18.
So I just did 24 damage.
16.
With the mage hammer?
Yes.
All right. A smack in the leg with the mage hammer knocks him somewhat sideways. And then as he's leaping over Hot Pants' head, Hot Pants simply sticks the axe up in the air
And slices off his balls.
and slices off his ball right in the hemipenes. You split him basically from like just below the rib cage down up under to the base of the tail. You are showered in dragon viscera, and the creature finishes its leap in a heap, slides across the floor, and smashes the door open right next to Dysana. Twitches,
Oh,
writhes,
shit.
screams, sprays acid this way and that, and then lies still.
Aw,
Hell
poor
yeah.
guy.
I know, I do feel bad, but also no.
What? Why do you feel bad?
I always, I've always felt bad. Dragons are just doing.
You can say that for all monsters, really. It's like, you come across a hag, she's just doing her hag thing, Like,
I'm just saying, if he wanted to survive, he shouldn't have spit acid on my bestie, Dysana.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
he also, he started it with a big old
That's
loogie
true.
of acid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a surefire way to get rushed. Go all in on something.
That's all it takes.
And he fucked up my girlfriend.
Yeah. Hey, well,
You guys are pretty much married now,
Right?
unbeknownst to her.
The thing is, if she wants me to be a redemption paladin, I mean, she can convince me. I mean, come on. She can redeem me.
Hot Pants is hot for Owlet right now.
I'll take an oath for her.
So with everything quieted down, there's actually now daylight streams in from outside as the door has been smashed open by the forward momentum of the bulk of this creature's body.
Oh, man.
We should do something about that.
Yeah, we need to get this door closed or fixed.
Someone who has
Right, yes,
I'm
I'll go take a look at that real quick. Lady Brightgame, yeah.
Yeah, Hot Pants, where's that chunk of horn that I cut off? pocket
It's
back?
right here.
Yeah, that's going in my pocket. Because I know I could get more horn, but that horn's special because that came off while he was still alive, and I did it.
Yep, with your cool axe.
Yeah, I did. So I'm taking that piece of horn.
I mean, I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
could make a lot of money off of a dragon corpse.
In the foremost market city in the world, hell yeah.
That feel unethical to
I don't know. Hot
Shut
Pants is
up, Lash.
already pulling out a knife, a dagger to start skinning.
Just don't know
This
how
would
it
go
feels.
nicely with my other heads in my bag, says Dysana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big old dragon head. Oh
I
no,
mean,
I'm taking these teeth. I'm taking these. You said these teeth are better than mine.
You
I'm
bitches.
taking these teeth.
He's upgrading his dentures.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god.
Dragon. Why are you calling him Dragon Pants? Hot Pants.
Because Dragon Pants is a great name.
It is a great name.
Okay, we have a dragon. We have the ability to make pants.
All right, this is a thing now.
My nickname's about to change. It is a nickname. It can change.
We rebranded.
I mean, I also feel like dragon leather would be particularly warm, so it works either way.
Okay, Dysana wants fucking black dragon leather fucking outfit.
You've got the knives. Get over here.
True.
She
I'm
starts
just
slicing.
Yeah.
Is there any pockets to pick? Any skin folds?
There do not seem to be any skin folds, but as Lady Alla returns from sort of trying to grab the disparate bits of door that snapped off the locks when the dragon hit it so hard. Wow, my description's off tonight. Hit it so hard.
How hard?
How hard, Daddy?
How hard.
She comes in with a bag, a satchel. This was outside. It was laying next to the door. The door is closed now. Yep, you look at it. You look at it. It's a bomb. You all die. Better luck next time.
Rip.
Yay!
Sorry, guys.
Atoll bombs.
What's in there? We're looking. We open the bag. We look in the bag.
Dysana
first
does
thing you
not
notice-
look in the bag.
Pop Pants just shoves his face directly in the bag.
Yeah.
A set of fine clothes,
Ooh.
such as
Okay.
the upper echelon of Wanderlust society might wear.
I don't trust it.
I think
Full
this dragon
humanoid
came
size?
here in these
Yeah.
clothes.
They are humanoid size.
Do we recognize them other than just being fancy? Like,
You wouldn't recognize who specifically they belong to, but you recognize that the style is popular with the elite.
okay. But we don't
Further
have-
in, there's
Mm.
a little coin purse. In the pockets of the clothing, there is an envelope. It is addressed to a certain Lord Diggory Chamberlain.
Fuck is that?
Okay. How much money did I just get? First of all.
It's very useful. 130 gold pieces, and a small leather pouch within the pouch, which contains a handful of jewels.
Okay, so I got 130 gold. I have a lot of gold. I should split this up between everybody. I'll deal with that later. Okay, and then a handful of jewels.
And there is also a components pouch, but it doesn't have anything in it that you guys already don't have among yourselves.
You said the letter or the envelope was addressed to Diggory Chamberlain.
Diggory Chamberlain.
I wrote in my notes Lord Didgeridoo, and I'm not changing it.
Yeah.
That sure sounds like you.
See, I want to ask Hamadras a question, but I also know at the same time it's going to sound like one of those questions. Because I want to ask him if he recognizes this dragon, but it also feels like the assumption that all dragons know each other. That's fine. Dragon, you must know all the others, right?
Yeah, he's my uncle.
Time.
So he's an, and you've heard this. He's an ancient dragon.
Yeah,
And
he's been around for a while.
he's in the late hundreds, possibly reaching into the thousands.
So he's seen a lot. So it's not
The late
implausible
three
that he might
digits, I
have.
should say.
Well, you
Yeah.
could just, like generically ask the room, so that way it's not so pointed.
Is anybody? Well, that's
No,
what
I
I'm saying.
mean-
Just
Does anyone?
He just,
Alan was
walks over,
present for
picks
the-
up the head, like, and he's like, "Anybody know this guy?" And then drops him.
Picks up the head. The head
I
is
learned-
the size of a buffalo.
Yeah, well,
I
kind of.
learned that move from from Dysana.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you recognize this woman?
Yeah.
Hamadryas just kind of shakes his head solemnly and he just says, "Young, stupid."
Do regret that it made that action necessary. I am glad we all survived.
There's not much you can do when a dragon decides on a course of action. We're notoriously hard-headed
There you are.
and a little arrogant.
At that, Jack pokes his head and goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you have this envelope addressed to Lord
How
Diggory.
many dragon teeth
and-
do I
So
get?
I think we should open the letter. Read the letter.
You can make a Hot Pants can make a strength check. Jack, you're looking at the letter. It is not actually a letter. It is an
19.
invitation to be shown at the door to something called the Summer's Crest Banquet.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Finally, we're gonna be getting some high society action here.
Wow.
You
As you know, you guys are heading towards midsummer. That's actually just, I think, 2 days away at this point.
Yeah, we got some fancy wood.
You get some fancy wood coming your way.
Yeah.
Well, we delivered the
it's being delivered to the people. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's part of what makes it fancy.
square. What was the
Bringing it
square
to the
called?
people. Do they know it's
Something
from
square.
us?
Midsummer Square?
Summer's
I don't know.
Crest. Summer's Crest. Of
Yeah,
course. Oh my goodness, this makes so much sense.
What?
Okay.
You see, one of the things that I've been tracking of late is that the dragons, their movement has been picking up. There's been
How-
more and more of these interactions, more and more. I was speaking with the princess last night, and she agrees. We think they're getting ready to make their move. See, these interferences, these kidnappings that the rogue dragon folk have been perpetrating, they started off slow and methodical, and it seems as they've grown more confident, they've grown more frequent, such to the point that the princess was attacked only a scant few hours before Hamadryas. Now we know that the Duke was, it was some weeks ago that he was spirited away. We have no way of knowing how many have come and gone between then and now. The Summer's Crest Banquet happens every year, shortly before midsummer, and kicks off the starting of the midsummer festivities. And representatives from all around the nation of Eldritch, all along the coast of the Northlands, arrive at the city. They drink their fill, they party, and then they go home. If I was a dragon, and I was replacing members of state of great importance with transfigured dragons, this is where I would spread my infection.
And is this Diggory Chamberlain
Didgeridoo.
someone of note to
Yeah.
you guys, like the Duke and the
It's
princess?
a minor lord, yes. His house is somewhat concerned with military conquest. I believe actually his father came to prominence during the Dragon War.
Well, I guess another. Well, how exclusive is the invitation for the banquet?
Almost every member of Wanderlust's nobility is going to be there, but when it comes to diplomatic representatives from outside of the city, it is somewhat more exclusive. There's generally one party for each of the cities of the Lord's Alliance of Eldritch. So there will be one lord who comes in from another city and their retinue, and you know they simply mingle, they party, and they go their separate ways.
Orgy.
Commoners are generally not allowed. There may be orgies. I don't know. I've never personally been.
Hot Pants does a weird wink again.
Not on the clock.
Jesus Christ.
You know who would know a great deal about this? The princess and the duke. They field it every year.
We should probably go talk to them. Hey, but real quick, Adam.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 19 strength check to get teeth. How many teeth do I have?
19? Pretty decent. I would say that you've probably got this creature has hundreds of teeth. You've probably got a few dozen teeth just from working for the amount of time that you did. These are large teeth. They're bigger than the shark teeth by a considerable amount.
Yeah, there. Like 36.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll say you got 36 teeth.
hell yeah. Oh yeah, I've got shark dentures and I've got dragon dentures. I feel like I can't wear the dragon dentures all the time. Like my shark dentures are my daily dentures, but I feel like the dragon dentures.
Special occasion dentures.
Yeah.
Resh, hand me my party dentures.
Yes.
All I can imagine is, given the age or potential age of this dragon, given its size, being like an adult, like the teeth are probably like not only like significantly larger than dragon teeth, but probably significantly larger than really accommodates Dragon Pants' or now you've got me saying it. God dang it. Hot Pants' mouth.
That may be the case, but it's tough. Because I kind of see Hot Pants as sort of like a really big toad, and like you know how big a toad's mouth is compared to its face.
I only say that not because I don't think he can wear them, but all I can think about is like those like meme pictures with animals that shouldn't have dentures, so they're just like
those big fake
they have like the giant like
huge
oversized dentures because they're not supposed like, and it's just like that's all I can think of.
Frog with dentures, like
it's gonna be a real hit at the parties, I swear.
Yeah, like Hot Pants was
like
weird.
Look at my fang. Okay, so the other question, another question. I mean, we know that these, like you said, their activities are ramping up. Apparently, probably connected with the closest of this bank, like you said, with all the dignitaries and other who's Wanderlust. Is there not a potential way to identify, like do you know how they're like what method they're using to impersonate, and maybe a potential way to identify people in?
I do not know for certain. If I did, perhaps getting Hamadryas out of his current state would be a little easier. Unfortunately, without... Oh, shoot, we should have asked it questions. Whoops!
Yeah.
Well...
Stab first, ask questions later. That's old Owl Brightgleam. Oh boy, here I go, killing again. Whoopsie!
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but if you did have questions for it, what would they be? Up to 5 questions, hypothetically.
You're talking about Speak with Dead, are you not? I don't
I'm
know
saying
if that
it's
works
an option.
I don't know if it works with dragons.
I mean,
if it can talk,
doesn't say it doesn't.
It's actually a good
All
question.
it has to be is a corpse. It can't be undead. It just needs a mouth and not to be undead. It doesn't indicate.
we can talk to this dead. Right now,
To be perfectly honest with you, I was operating on the presumption that it was humanoid.
No,
It doesn't specify. It just
But
says
it
corpse.
doesn't say that, does it?
no.
Any
that's
corpse
cool.
that has... Actually, it doesn't really specify. It just has to have a mouth, and it can't be undead. So theoretically, you could go up to like some poor dead deer and start talking to a deer, because you give it the intelligence to speak and the semblance of life necessary.
No,
Doesn't
never do
necessarily know
necromancy on a
you.
deer. Never do necromancy on a deer.
Hot
Well, I
Pants
wasn't
like,
saying- That was
They're-
being
they're
clear
just
thing.
any other animal, not a deer.
He's in full agreement. He knows
Yeah,
exactly what he's talking about.
Jack is taking notes on exactly what to do.
To be fair, Resh didn't say anything about the deer. That was just me. I mean, I don't imagine it will be super forthcoming.
This thing, we
Given-
killed it. So if we can disguise ourselves.
Yes, and then one question I have is: we have this invitation that is it addressed to I can't remember his name, Lord
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo,
That's actually the name.
Lord Diggory Chamberlain.
Lord
Yes,
Diggory
it is addressed to him, and it seems that the invitation, Lord Diggory Chamberlain, you are cordially invited, blah, 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 blah. It seems that this is checked at the door, and this is the means by which Lord Diggory Chamberlain would have gained entry.
So then, the outstanding question I have is: do we think that this dragon was impersonating Lord Diggory Chamberlain, or was impersonating a person delivering something to Lord Chamberlain?
Also fair.
Because, so what I'm leaning towards is that we should go to this Midsummer Festival party, but we need some way of getting in. Now we have an invitation, but I have no clue who Lord Chamberlain is, and if they're still alive, this might be useful to like go get them.
Hey, Owla, what does Chamberlain look like?
Well, he's a young man, sort of skinny. Bit pompous bunch, actually. You know, his father and mother are the ones who gained all the notoriety and all the gold, and he's just been sort of living off of it ever since.
Yeah. Trust fund,
Bit
baby.
scary.
Okay.
Kind of watery eyes. I don't think his zits have cleared up yet.
His name's Diggory, not Elon. All right.
Always handing out emeralds to people.
But But also, do you want to question the corpse? Because that's a thing we can do right now.
I'm not sure what exactly we're gonna ask it. We do need to, if we're gonna question, we need to disguise ourselves.
To Aula.
Oh, to Aula, yeah.
I mean, to everyone present.
No. We just have to think it through before we go ahead and do it, don't we?
Yeah, we just need to figure out.
Any dragon that perceives that we are not the sort who it should be afraid of, and it has an established submissive relationship to, it's going to be tight-lipped.
Yeah, that's true. I can't compel accuracy.
What if I'm wearing its own teeth?
Well, actually,
Could be intimidating.
yeah.
We just need to be more intimidating than it to where it's submissive. Because I don't think we can convince it that we're somebody. We don't know who is submissive under it, right?
Yep.
We
know precious little of the operation that is going on behind the scenes here.
Mm-hmm. So the only hope we have here is to convince him that we are bigger and badder than it is, if it's gonna answer us. And now Hammy's stuck as this guy in hot pants. Like,
so, one thing is we have the Duke, right? And we know that the Duke has been replaced.
Yeah.
We're not exactly sure by who.
We could try sending him in and having him act like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because there's a small chance that this dragon was the one pretending to be the Duke, but it feels like a...
I feel like probably the best chance. We have the Duke ask the questions, we hide, and see if it works, right? So if we come up with some questions, we just have the Duke ask them. We'll see if it... Because either it's somebody that the dragon recognizes or he isn't. And we'll find out when it happens.
Or we could use this. We could bring the dragon back, and we could just taunt it.
I could just with his own teeth.
Yeah, why did you die?
You could ask it what its dating preferences are.
That's valid.
I'd say, I don't know about the rest of you, but I think the sending the Duke in to ask the questions, coming up with the questions, and then having the Duke ask them is probably the best choice.
Well, Jack is gonna kick the corpse a little bit and say, "I don't think he's going anywhere." So we've got time to figure this out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put the alarm back up.
Why don't we go talk to the Duke, see what he has to say.
Yeah, we need to talk to the princess and the Duke anyways.
Yeah.
They're going to know more stuff, according to Al.
Yes. Well, and they may be able to get us more invites to the event, and we might be able to sneak in. Well, if we have invites, I guess we don't need to sneak in.
Might at least have some.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
All right. You guys go back through the horde and to the little sort of basement grate, to the bomb shelter, if you will, that you spent the night in. You descend down into it, and the princess is just is blearily sort of walking around. She's got a cup of coffee. She's like only just got up. She's like, what sorry, where did you all scramble off to just now?
We just fucked up a dragon, yo.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, a dragon. Up there. We fucked it up.
There was a dragon.
We did the damn thing. Big black one.
Big black bad dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Are we in present danger? Why was it
We
here?
fucked it up. We're not sure. We found an invitation for Lord Didgeridoo? Diggory Chamberlain?
And Lord Didgeridoo is on the other side of the continent this time.
Yeah.
Writing Lord Didgeridoo down in my notes.
I mean, it did noticeably fixate on Hamadryas when he in the corner shot at it.
And just for future reference, try to keep an eye on him, Lord Hamadryas.
Now, did he do something foolish?
When does he not do something foolish?
I mean, he's right here in front of you.
Well, yes, he shouldn't be listening in on other people's conversations. It's very rude.
No, that's fair.
It's not like it's a private conversation. You're talking at
I don't want anyone to get hurt trying to defend me and not show willing to defend myself.
Don't worry about Jack. He's just a bully.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I understand perfectly that you should not leave the very safe bunker. The whole...
He's pissed off that you got the dragon to concentrate on him. He's mad. You
No,
turned attention towards
because
him.
I need one thing. I need to find my item. Anything that gets in the way of that is bad. Lord Hamadryas is much more useful alive than dead. And if he just stays safe in the bunker, where we don't have to worry about him, and then he's alive, and that's great. But if he comes out of the bunker, there's a significant increase in the chance of his death. And that's not good. Do you know how distraught Ossifer would be if we let something happen to Lord Hamadryas?
Perish the thought.
To be fair, we don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know where the fuck Osfer is.
Yeah, but I'm trying to motivate Lord Hamadryas to make smarter decisions in the future.
Respectfully, adventurers, says the princess, obviously, I think we need to consider the real and present danger that we've been found out, and that Lord Hamadryas, well, they know about his location, and they could come back at any time.
Good news is we'll know because of the alarm.
Possibly.
Well, now here's my question though. The dragon got when he saw Hammy, then he got worked up, right? Do we know if he knew he was there until that point? Because I mean, the dragon didn't like send off a message or anything, so it's not like they know what he saw while he was here. He's dead.
At least not one that you heard.
No,
Yeah.
I saw and heard no message.
Yeah.
I mean, there is magic out there that can keep someone completely undetectable to magic.
Yeah, there's weird magic. I've never heard of that.
And we also don't know. We also don't know where Ossifer is, and that means there's a good chance that other people know everything that he knows.
Let's just assume that they do. But Ossifer did not know that we got Hamadryas back. He was gone before we got here.
But didn't he know that we had the Duke?
Yes.
The Duke, yes.
So the Duke is a loose end that they would probably.
He's a loose end. Oh no! When Jack says somebody's a loose end, this could get
Very
dangerous.
worrying.
Yes.
And a point of order, Ossifer also did know that you guys knew where Hamadryas was, because that's why you were going off.
Because we had used the spy.
We did know, yes, but he didn't know that we found him.
He didn't know we'd returned.
He is the one who aligned it for you because of the ruby brooch.
Yeah, no, he knew we went off to find him. He just didn't know what happened, or if we found him or anything.
Yeah.
But he does know that the Duke is there, which is, I would assume, why the dragon went there.
Regardless, this putting all of our eggs in one basket, I think, was a smart move when they didn't know anything was here, or we thought they didn't know. But I agree with the princess that we would be better off evacuating, and possibly going back to the warehouses. That was working well. But we also have more people now, and I'm not sure if that would be sufficient cover for this.
So if we are gonna leave here together, how are we going to disguise the people with us? Let's make a giant wooden horse and push it through the streets.
Right, and if that giant horse doesn't work out, I might have something that would work.
Well, let's try the horse first.
We can use the.
I defer to your expertise, of course.
We can use the works to pull it and everything.
All my wargs.
That's the most important
Where's
thing.
my puppies?
They're in the stables.
I gotta check the stable. They're good. Can I? Pants
Yep.
goes and checks the
Yep, you go to the stables. They're good, except they've eaten half of the stables.
Yeah.
Like, just
Good-
torn it
good-
apart.
Good.
Separation
puppies.
anxiety.
Do I have like we need
Oh,
like
no.
some... Oh, I go back and I cut off some big chunks of dragon meat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You
And I
feed
go
them dragon.
and I give them big slabs of dragon meat. Yes.
You could cook it for them too.
I could, but I feel like they would like raw meat. They feel like raw meat dogs.
That squares with what you know of wargs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are brainstorming what to do, where to go from here. The Summer's Crest banquet, by the way, is tonight.
Oh,
As it precedes the Midsummer Festival.
Yes.
It's the gateway into the Midsummer festivities.
Festivities.
Um,
Festivites.
Can I also hand the partially deciphered scroll that I carried out of the dragon lair to Hamadryas and see if he can put the rest of it together for me?
Ooh. An item? Oh, certainly. Is this? I suppose I can work on this while you are
masterminding our next move.
Well, I mean, we appreciate your input still, but I figured I could also use your expertise on this because I could only get partway through it. It feels semi-familiar, but not enough for me to know what it does. All I had for that one was transmutation, cantrip affecting a person, can knock prone. And that I think it was also maybe semi-recognizable because it may have been considered from the divine type, but I don't.
Yep.
And then I have the other one. Well, I don't think I have it. I think I gave it to Jack. It just has cantrip complex effect because that was all with the type. But I think Jack has that one, so I'm not.
Lady Aula and the princess have sort of discussed the fullness of what you guys had talked about before. The princess says, "So, if you wish to go to this banquet, will not potentially many disguised dragons be there? If it's disrupted enough, it could blow the entire thing wide open, could it not? We might not have to hide for more than an evening.
That also
If
might.
we go in there, we blow the dragon's cover before they're able to take over Eldritch in all these positions."
It would look very suspicious if two of you showed up to everything, so.
But certainly so, certainly so.
I mean, that's a good indicator, though, if you're with us, though. If another version of you walks in the door while we're there, then...
That's obviously a dragon, yeah.
Well, it would be deeply suspicious, to say the least. There are many ways that one person can look like another person without even being a dragon of any sort.
I thought that only dragons could turn into other people. Didn't we establish that?
Well, there's more than one way to do it, depending on how they're doing it. Because illusion magic could let you take the appearance without actually taking the form.
Mm-hmm. And some high-level mages are able to permanently alter the form.
If there's going to be a lot of people at this thing, though, and say our person is there and then the other one shows up, everybody sees two of them, and then in front of everybody we try to, like, we don't have, like, dispel. How did we get the
we
thing
do
off the
have
Duke?
we do have dispel.
Okay, so if we do it in front of everybody.
The Duke was a special case. Yeah.
But if we do it and it doesn't work, then it shows to everybody else that at least it's not a curse and it's not illusion magic, right?
Theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a failure to dispel as well. It could be...
But at least it's a starting off point that everybody's like, what the fuck's going on here?
So I just want to step back and confirm something. So our goal is to go to this party and blow the dragon's cover.
Is that...
I think we're discussing that is what we're getting at.
Because I want... Well, yes, but I want to make sure that, like, I want to make sure my understanding is correct. Like, that's our goal. Because going to a party where all of, like, the gentry is, that's also full of dragons. And then upsetting said dragons.
Which will be in the form of the gentry.
Well, some of them, right? Like, so I feel that we would, at the very best, just have a slaughter on our hands.
I'm okay with this.
Well, okay, let's work with this. We could just like poison the food and then just, get rid of everyone.
Everybody?
Yeah.
But I don't think, but there's a chance that it wouldn't be a slaughter, and at least that it would be doing it more diplomatically, where it's like, okay, well, at least we are like saying, okay, look, this shit's gonna happen.
No, that's like, fine. I'm copacetic to either approach. I just want to make sure that we're fully committing.
Anybody there who isn't dragons or on the dragon side would be on our side, so maybe there'd be.
Well, okay. So one other thing is, like, there was a dragon war. And is this the first time that dragons have taken others' forms? Like, I feel like this is a problem that's already been solved to some degree. Like, there should be a dragon detecting stick or something.
During the Dragon Wars, the dragons did not elect for paths of subterfuge, such as we are witnessing here. This is a new tack. Now, dragons of a certain age and mastery have always been able to access the arcane arts, and many of them are capable of attaining human form. But so far that has been more of a diplomatic thing that has been done. Basically, it's not common for a dragon to be okay with people not knowing that they are dragons. They revel in their status as dragon.
Yeah.
So being spies is really strange for them.
It's not their
Very
style, or has
character.
not been historically.
They're proud to be what they are.
Proud is probably the most polite way of putting it.
Well,
So they've obviously
something to
got
be
some
proud of.
plans. We don't know what the dragon. We know what Viz's plans are, but we have no idea what the dragon's ultimate plan is. They've got something that they're doing, obviously.
well, I mean,
Some variation on the theme of domination, certainly, but
But they're doing it in a way that is abnormal to dragons and has not something that.
I think it's that they learned lessons from
if
the war.
news got out, it would be international affray. The world would go to war again, and if they had not accumulated enough power in the time it took for everybody to figure them out, they would be routed by their own kind, even. Dragons, as they are now, living in the mountains far to the south, are charged with maintaining their own treaty that they signed at the end of the war. Some dragons are for it, some dragons are against it, but they, like anyone else, to avoid annihilation, would also rise against these rogue dragons.
So if we can get everybody to know that the dragons are doing what they're doing, if we can somehow get this known, then not only would we have the people who aren't on the dragon side on our side, but we'd also have more dragons on our
Potentially,
side.
Although it's a delicate situation, who knows what, if upset, what damage these rogue dragons would do before the international community could weigh in or send forces or whatever.
Yeah.
And we have to remember that we would only have dragons on our side if they thought it was in their best interest to keep maintaining the treaty. If these rogue dragons look like they're liable to have success, it could very well be the case that all of the dragons could renege on the deal.
So we don't want to send a message off telling them about this, because if we can't prove it, or if they are like, hey, maybe we'll just sit back and see what happens here and pretend we didn't see this, it could be a problem.
It's difficult to say.
So we'd have to be able to like super prove it, and like everybody would have to know, but not all at once in a way that caused a big fight. So okay, so let's take a step back. Maybe we shouldn't be thinking about going to this party to cause a giant havoc, but find some kind of evidence, maybe kidnap a dragon that's alive, maybe? Somehow?
Yes.
Well, yes, I think that's what we should do, because we know about the dragons taking over the nobility, but I don't believe the dragons know about us. There's a definitive asymmetry in our favor right now.
And we also, if we see a princess or a duke, we know it's a dragon.
Yes. And there is the green dragon that we know of, at the very least.
We
So
also have the corpse of a dragon, and that would seem to be good evidence in favor that dragons are operating outside of the treaty zone.
it's very true. I don't know, guys. What do you want to do?
Well, what would Hot Pants want to do?
I don't know. I think he's just thinking about. I was gonna say Hot Pants wants to smash, but I was thinking he just wants to smash Owla, but that's different.
I mean, look, no, like a romantic dinner at a high society gala, some dinner, some dancing.
All right, so like me and Owla could go in. Yeah,
Well,
but
she
we're
is
undercover as Hot Pants gives her another really fucking weird wing. Woo!
She is a titled lady.
In the face.
It's like he keeps trying to wink, but he does both eyes, and it's really like.
Rush thinks that he's smiling at him.
He thinks he's slow blinking at him, and he's trying to tell him that he's safe.
It's like, this freaking guy. I don't know how many times I gotta tell him I'm not a cat, but
I don't know. I feel like Resh has said I'm a cat at one point. No.
hello.
I don't know. How do you feel, Leon? What are you thinking?
It just depends. Like, I mean, I feel like going is a good idea because if nothing else, we could identify potential because we know at least 2, maybe 3 people at least that could be already imposters, because we know we have the Duke, we know we have Princess Ingenia, so we know if we see them at the party and they're not with us, then we know that those people are fakes for sure. But we could watch those people and see if they specifically interact more closely with certain others.
Who they talk to, yeah.
And whether that might either tip off who they already have impersonated or people that they're trying to get close to inevitably also replace. Because they may not necessarily need to replace the whole of the nobility, but enough key figures to be impactful.
Oh my. I just thought of something.
Yes?
How do you intend to get in?
We have what? We have one invitation.
We hadn't quite approached that
For-
fully yet.
We have an
didgeridoo.
invitation for someone we don't know what they look like.
But we have their clothes. And he's described them. He's a skinny man with short dark hair.
Actually, well, how many
That's risky.
attendees would an invitation allow for? Is it for that specific individual, or do they get like a +1? A +7?
Well, generally speaking, it is the lord in question and their retinue, which could be as many as a half a dozen servants and attendants.
So
And I
if we
find
dress
myself remembering that for the last 10 Summer's Crests running, no one has attended from the city, the town, it's not a city, of Haypenny. The invitation is always sent and extended, but none ever come to represent
Speaking
them.
of, who actually sends the invitation?
Oh, it would actually be one of my attendants sees to these things.
Does the invitation have the name specifically on it, or is it just a generic invitation?
The invitations for the delegations from other cities simply state a duly chosen representative of the High Lord of that city, which could be
one
a
we
low
have-
lord or simply someone else.
Right. The one we have is specific to Lord Chamberlain.
To degree.
But what she's saying is that we could, since this other city, town, place would also be invited, but for the last 10 years running haven't actually sent a representative, we could show up surprise as the delegation.
Yeah, I was
from
just thinking about how we're gonna forge it, and if we could use the one we have.
I
to
don't think we
forge.
need to forge it since she knows. I mean, her attendant is the one who handles it, so it wouldn't be.
Does she have the attendant with her?
Yes, I have it in my pocket right here.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like, how are we gonna get?
Her being the princess.
Like, just because
Yes.
someone else handles, like, the actual thing doesn't necessarily mean that she's not capable of, I mean,
How
doing
would
the
she, I'm just
process.
saying we're at the where we're from where we're at right now. How would she get us an invitation?
right
Could
one.
do a heist. I know how to get into the palace. It would be dangerous, but
That's why I was hoping to be able to just forge it out of the one we had.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
that
Like,
is something
the
possible as
contents
well. They do look quite similar. I think having this invitation here with us, I think it is absolutely a doable thing.
I mean, is it written on any kind of like special paper or anything that can't be just reproduced?
Well, it is. It's a certain kind of rather fancy cardstock that the palace uses for much of its correspondence. However, we do have this here, and Lord Hamadryas, have you any leftover invitations from the many galas and banquets that you've attended? I actually have my own set of stationery that I sometimes send out correspondence on. You would be welcome to look through that and see if there's a sheaf of comparable cardstock.
All right, so let's do that. Let's forge an invitation. Let's do it. What do you want us to do?
Okay. Does anybody have a kit for that?
All I have is a dragon chest set and thieves' tools.
I have a forgery kit.
Oh my
You have a forgery
god!
kit? Now, are you proficient with it?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. It means you can add your proficiency bonus to the... You know what? We could do a little bit of a skill challenge on this. Not exactly a skill challenge, more of like a Mercer-esque skill challenge.
Okay.
So, this is an official document of the Court of Wanderlust. So, it would be a fairly high DC to forge it. However, if there are things that you guys can think to do to help Dysana with her role forging, you can attempt to make an ability check to lower the eventual DC. Becomes sort of a group thing.
Well, I have a lot of experience working in and out of various courts, and I've written many invitations myself. So I can help Dysana to have the right tone and wording to make sure that it is both flowery but also authoritative.
I'm really good at lying.
Yeah.
Okay, how would that translate?
Oh, I can help word it. Like, I can make it sound good.
That sounds very similar to what Jack just said.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, we're both liars.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Oh, I can intimidate, but that doesn't do any good, really.
So think about that for a second. Resh would kind of maybe also beseech Fosmirthis to bless Dasana with inspiration to
And
give
it
her
is
the
getting
necessary...
very close to his most powerful time of year.
Yeah, but to kind of bless her with the hunter's intuition and things to reach the goal she's trying to get to.
Okay, so from Jack, sorry, maybe he said it first. Could I get I could get a persuasion check from you. From Resh, can I get a religion check?
Yep.
Do we need ink? I can bleed myself.
Please don't.
That feels like something Hot Pants would do.
That was supposed to be really, really high. But
Fancy red ink.
13 religion.
16 persuasion.
The way
Okay.
That dice toyed with my emotions because it went from a 1 to a 19 to a 9.
Jack is able to guide Dysana on aspects of the wording that are not things that can be easily just lifted directly from the invitation that you're working off of. He's received invitations of a royal ilk many, many times in his career. He knows what they're looking for. Resh does a little bit of praying, does a few of his sacred Fosmirthan rites, uncertain as to what effect it could have. The ineffable will of the gods, it can be hard to be certain. Ink.
You could grind up some dragon horn to give the ink the sort of royal pearlescence.
Emboss it.
Yeah.
Does it need an embossing?
Everything needs an embossing.
You could make that into an athletics check. I like that a lot. Yeah, there's black horn out there of a black dragon.
Oh, it was on a 19 and it rolled onto a fucking 6. 14.
Tell me about it. My religion went from
14, okay. It doesn't grind down quite as fine as you would like. It's a little bit lumpy. You mix it with a little bit of acid off of the still lingering
mouth,
there.
because I'm an acid dragonborn.
You know what?
You
Dealer's
spit in
choice,
it.
yours or the black dragons.
Or both.
Or just a little bit of mine, a little bit of his.
It seems to be passable. Okay, so with everybody helping you, Dysana, you can go ahead and make a dexterity check with proficiency and take an at advantage.
Oh,
And a D4 from guidance, maybe?
And a plus D4 from guidance.
Ooh.
that's one good looking invitation.
It takes you a long time. You're in the zone on this. You've actually sort of blinders out everything that's going on,
Everyone pissed
which
off.
is good because no one will shut up. But
I'm talking about red velvet cake again.
your back kind of cracks when you finally straighten up, and that is I swear to God, that looks like it's right off of Shelby's desk.
Dasana lights a smoke.
Very well. It appears we have something of a heading. Now, I do think we should steal away for the moment, just to be safe. We have no idea how long it'll be before the draconic forces notice this one missing, or that it has not come back from the hunt. So, gather your things,
Party.
and I suppose we shall head out, and we shall see what comes next.
So, before we go, I want to collect a vial of the dragon's blood.
I was gonna say of acid.
Yeah.
Well, you can get
I
the
almost
acid.
said
I can get the
dragon
blood. I do have dragon pants.
Well, for most of what's been going on, this could even have happened earlier because Dysana was working for a long time more than the individual roles of what you guys did to help her.
Did I use the whole horn? Do I need to cut another chunk, or did I use a little bit of it?
Well, it has
Oh,
two,
just a little
so, I
bit.
mean,
Yeah, it wouldn't have to
Okay.
be much. All right, yeah, no. You were able to capture blood in a vial. I think if you want to grab acid from the dragon's jaws, that will probably require a check to do safely, though.
I don't want acid. I like my
No,
fingers.
I was, that was
Yeah,
that was
no, I
directed
don't.
at- Yeah.
Okay, so are we
I
done
have
with
no
this
need for
dragon
it.
body? Should we hide it? So Hot Pants pulls out of his pocket this tiny weird little knife with a shark tooth on it. he's been having it in his pocket for a little while, and he takes it and he stabs the dragon. The dragon should go invisible.
The dragon does not go invisible.
Damn it! I was hoping that it would work because it worked on the fishy boys. That's the one I took out of the fishy boy.
Yep.
That was invisible. You bastard.
So you have a flash as this happens, and you realize it's a little bit silly. What probably happened is that fish was independently invisible, having cast a spell on itself, and when you drew the dagger out of it, you killed it, and it became visible because it lost concentration.
Totally was 100% sure that this thing would be because it was like bigger. He's like, this is gonna work. And
Everyone's just like,
it happens, and he's pissed off. And he's like, well, god damn it.
no,
Take this
that
out of
was
my
great.
inventory.
It totally, I can't see it anymore, I swear.
Yes, it's right there.
What fine new clothes the Emperor is wearing.
I was really hoping that was gonna work, and it was just gonna go invisible, so nobody would see we had a big dead dragon.
God forbid anybody tries to walk through the hall, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate the thought.
I was trying.
That was lovely.
It was creative.
Dagger of
was
invisibility.
creative.
Ah.
But did we also want to interrogate this dragon corpse?
Oh yeah, are we gonna talk to this dead dragon?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Think about
Because
questions.
we're coming to the end of the night here, and
Yeah.
that's probably going to be a long discussion about exactly what, like it was
Yeah.
last time, exactly what questions
Like
to ask.
every
Yeah.
discussion is that we have.
Yeah.
Except for some of the ones you probably should spend longer on.
Eh, well, like whether we
Um,
should go to this party or not. No, just kidding. It's fine.
We could save that for next week, before you guys leave the halls.
We have a ton of stuff. We're probably
Hamadryas.
gonna, the three of us at least. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. We'll just be like, there'll be a million messages. We'll probably go over it. I'm sure.
That's fine. That's what the chat's there for.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna overthink everything to death, and it's gonna be awesome because that's what we love.
Goodbye, cliffhanger!
Oh, there's little Banshira.
Oh.
Allô, bonjour. Oh,
Hi. No.
oh, hi.
Oh my God, that is. I'm calling the police. That cat is too small.
Too small.
Too small.
The dragon tries to struggle to its feet and yells, "Puny insects!" Yeah,
Rude.
he sounds
Not
like Dr. Claw. Anyway,
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
God. 100%. Oh, hot pants. You've got the hottest pants. Fiery pants of love.
Yum.
Terribly sorry for the delay, but my voice is scratchy and I'm a giant baby.